What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the match review, match reaction and match analysis of Manchester City's comeback win against Crystal Palace at the Etihad Stadium. But before I do crack on with this video, do make sure, like always, if you want to help to support the future content created here on my channel, make sure you have subscribed. 28k subscribers is the aim, less than 900 subs away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Social media links there in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, do leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. We're aiming for 200 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. And lastly, do go and check out my match vlog that I did of this game covering Man City's win over Crystal Palace. It was a cracking day, a cracking video, so do go and check that out if you haven't already. So let's crack on then with this video. And we got off to a disastrous start, didn't we, really, going 2-0 down after 21 minutes. And the two goals that we did concede in this game were very disappointing, and they were disappointing because they were just two simple set-piece goals. Now, before the game, we knew that Wilfried Zaha was injured for this game. That was a massive bonus for Manchester City after Saint-Maximin did damage against City for Newcastle in the previous weekend, running at Manchester City's high line. City's defence didn't really know how to deal with Alan Saint-Maximin, so I was very concerned about Wilfried Zaha in this game doing, well, the exact same. So not having Zaha here was a big bonus for Manchester City. So I was thinking to myself, what is Crystal Palace's way of getting into this game? And all I could think of was they're going to sit deep, they're going to sit tight, and they're going to make life very difficult for Manchester City without having that attacking threat of Zaha there. So what's that other asset that they're going to get? And that's set pieces. And what City need to avoid is giving away silly set pieces. Things like Ederson rushing out of goal, City panicking and conceding a free kick on 4 minutes, which they put a ball in, it hits John Stones and goes into the back of the net. It's a disastrous start. City always looking to get a goal in the first 10-15 minutes, get that first goal, put the teams under pressure, and the exact opposite happened here. It was Palace that were putting City under pressure, and they got a corner in the 20th minute, and it was just whipped in, and Joachim Andersen there was there to put his head onto it and put the ball into the back of the Manchester City net. Two very, very disappointing goals to concede, and two goals to me that were very avoidable that City could definitely be doing some work on in the training ground. And it was a disaster by half-time. Manchester City weren't linking up. The passing was poor. Kevin De Bruyne was miles off the pace. Phil Foden wasn't involved in this game at all in the first half. Nothing was linking up. The only opportunities City were having were crosses into the box that Haaland was just putting his head onto in hope more than expectation, and it looked like Crystal Palace not only were favourites for this game, but looked like they were going to be adding to their tally. We of course had that controversial goal disallowed for Palace where Ederson went to roll it out and he stopped the distribution of the ball, which is why the free kick was given against Crystal Palace. Harsh, I thought. I don't really get why Ederson was rolling the ball out and running the risk of the referee making that decision, because to me, if the referee doesn't blow his whistle, then all blame would be pointing towards Ederson. It's a situation that we didn't need to do, and it was very avoidable. And my own personal opinion, I thought we got away with that one. Of course, in the build-up to, I think it was the first goal, the Crystal Palace, I think it was the first one with the leaning elbow onto Joao Cancelo as well. Don't really get how that wasn't seen. The linesman was right there in front of him. I think the actual impact came off the pitch, so maybe that's why it wasn't looked at. I do not know anyway. What I am happy to say is second half of Manchester City, we were much, much better, moving that ball much quicker. They were confident, they were having a go at Palace, and what was the biggest difference for me from the City in the first half to City in the second half was Bernardo Silva. He wasn't scared to make them direct runs, take the players on. That was creating space, and all of a sudden with City pushing themselves up the midfield line just ever so slightly further forward, we were getting them second balls and we were creating opportunities from there. Now, yes, we did have a bit of luck with the first goal with the deflection for Bernardo Silva. However, the great run that he made, that to me deserved a goal, and that was a fantastic goal from Bernardo Silva, and once more reiterates why it's so important that Bernardo Silva must stay at Manchester City. So we get that goal back in 53 minutes. We're back in the game. Gundogan comes on for Cancelo. Alvarez comes on for Mahrez. Mahrez, to me, pretty ineffective in this game as well. We went without a left-back for a good 20 minutes or so. Welcome to Pep Guardiola, everybody, as Kyle Walker dropped deeper. This Kyle Walker playing into midfield, I'm not sure about it, if I'm completely honest. I don't think he's technically as good as what other players are in the middle, and I think Kyle Walker's more effective when City are tracking back and the balls are being played over and teams are trying to hit City on the counter-attack, because Walker's got the pace to keep up with players, and Walker's at his best when he's trying to man-mark wingers out of games, in my opinion. So it might be worthwhile City potentially having a look at which games may suit Kyle Walker more than others. If teams aren't going to have a go and we're going to move Walker into midfield, then to me, we might be better moving Cancelo to the right-hand side. To me, technically more gifted than Kyle Walker. I think Kyle Walker's a better defender though, and Sergio Gomez, who I was impressed with when he came on, he looked very technically brilliant as well, and the link-up play between Foden, Gomez and Alvarez when they came on that left-hand side was very good, and that's something potentially that we could see more of as the season does develop. And then just past the hour, let's speak about him. Erling Haaland he wasn't really that involved in the first half. He was struggling, doesn't seem to have many touches, but what he does do is he knows where the back of the net is. He's been signed by Manchester City to drop deep, pick that ball up and then make them monstrous runs into the box, scare the defenders and be in the right place at the right time to find them goals. And Erling Haaland coming out with 3 goals for Manchester City. It was a 19-minute hat-trick, his first hat-trick for Manchester City, and what a brilliant performance from Haaland's second half. Got him a deserved man of the match performance. And yeah, he's just a brilliant player, isn't he? Nice for Phil Foden to finally get an assist and actually give the ball to Haaland with a cross. It's a good header to make it 2-2. And then John Stones passing it across. It was a little bit like a FIFA goal, really, with Haaland in the right place at the right time at the back post for the tap-in. And then 81st minute, set away by Ilkay Gundogan. I like this Gundogan and Haaland link-up. I think it's very good, putting in one-on-one with the keeper and slotting it home. A good finish there for Erling Haaland. I think it's his 6th goal in 4 Premier League games for Manchester City, and if we can get him playing 35 Premier League games this season, I am very confident when I say I think Haaland could well go on to score 35, depending on how many games he does play, could even be 40 goals for Haaland. He's so good, and this was a great comeback by Manchester City and a much needed win. My only other bit of analysis that I have is we did it last weekend where we conceded 3 against Newcastle. We went 3-1 behind. We went 2-0 down in this game as well. We cannot keep going behind, not just by 1 goal, but we're starting to go behind by 2 goals, and we go up against more quality teams. Not that I don't think Newcastle and Palace aren't very good teams. I think they're excellent teams, solid Premier League teams. However, you go up against the Big 6, you go up against the likes of Liverpool, Arsenal after a flying start, teams like Spurs who we've got coming up as well. We give them a couple of goals. I'm not entirely sure we'd be able to come back, because these are quality players, quality teams with quality players in there. So we need to be very careful. We need to be a lot more solid at the back. And it turns out that injury to Nathan Ake very detrimental, because we don't look anywhere near as strong without him in the team. John Stones obviously hasn't had the pre-season, so he does look a bit shaky. Didn't think he had too bad of a game in here. It seems to be conflicting opinion about how well Stones did. Some saying excellent, some saying very poor. I'm going to sit on the fence and said I think he had a fairly good game for Manchester City. So obviously the more minutes he gets, the better we will get. If we can get these players back from injury, so players like Laporte, like Ake, Grealish and Phillips, I won't be too concerned about squad depth either, but we need them back first and foremost. But overall, very good game, good win for Manchester City. We move on. Nottingham Forest up next. We move on to playing every 3 to 4 days. Premier League season. Welcome to it. So there we go. That has been the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. 200 likes is the aim, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts on what you make of Manchester City's victory in the comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Plenty more Manchester City content for you guys to enjoy throughout the season. Social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Also, email in the description below too if you want want to go and hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, as I've already mentioned, do go and check out as well my match vlog for this game. That would be much appreciated, and I'll see you all again over the bank holiday weekend as we head towards transfer deadline day, daily Manchester City transfer content, of course, and the build up to the Nottingham Forest game. So I'll see you all for them. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well, and yes, we're back in our normal surroundings with the normal background back home. Thank you everybody for watching. I've been JSGC. Peace. Ciao for now.